One moment. Apparently, we have stuff I gotta fix. 1 second. Here, let's just not that. This. 250414. Ripperoonie API. So in this case, it's not my fault, but it is my fault. I don't have a Twitch API anymore. So yeah, Twitch chat up on on screen. So you know what? I'm just gonna hide the overlay for today. Okay, fun. We will have to fix that at some point. Here, let me try. I'm just gonna add a stream chat capture with 400. Like, there's stuff going on over there. I can't hear it. Why do I have to log into Twitch to just see chat? Wait a minute. Maybe if I don't do the dashboard one, it'll work. Oh, you couldn't see what it was I was talking about at all. One moment. Hold on. Wait, what happened? Channel here. Okay, just one moment. Pop out. Copy. Browser. Paste. Hey, I mean, what do you prefer? No chat or light color scheme chat? I'm almost a fan of no chat. It's just, I can't alt copy. What's going horribly wrong? Hold on, here. Let me, it's not this. Oh, there, okay. Not that. This. The API is gone that I'm using. So I literally can't chat more. They killed it after my last stream. I did not realize this. I thought I had until May. I conflated the Skype shutdown with the Twitch API shutdown times. So We don't have that anymore, so I'm trying to figure out how I on-screen chat. So just give me a moment here. Okay, we're gonna crop the top like 20 pixels. Okay, like 80 pixels, and then we'll crop the bottom like 100 because there's like a whole lot of garbage here. 150, 160. That'll work. Okay. All right, we're just gonna go with that. YouTube chat, my apologies. YouTube sucks for that, and they don't let you have an easily capturable window like that, so there is no way for me to do that. So, yeah, sorry. Okay, we're just gonna go with that. Man, that feels awful. That's so bad. Alrighty. Let's go back over here so I can talk about some things and some stuff. Okay. Invert colors? Is that possible? If I can invert colors, I will, but I don't know that I can. Effect. I don't know what on earth could invert. I don't think anything can. I can make it faint. That's probably better. You know what? I'm getting 50% opacity. That'll work. Okay, that's as close as we're getting. Okay, let me go back over there so we can talk about things. Okay. Oh man, many things to talk about, and I gotta change my chat over here. Hold on, so I can actually see stuff. Chair, stop it. Okay. I'm not bothering with that sanity. I don't care right now. Okay. Let's get started on some stuff. Okay, so, first things first. You know how I always sneeze? Like when I start the stream and I have to go and blow my nose. So, how many of you watch XKCD? By watch, I mean read, but also watch. Because Randall has a YouTube channel that covers some of the stuff from his What If books, and he put out like basically an April Fool's Day video, but it was a little late. And it talked about things that would happen if the sun like went away. And one of his sarcastic things was like, it'd be a lot safer for airline pilots because they wouldn't sneeze when they see the sun. And I was like, what's that? Because it turns out, and I'm an idiot and I hid the thing over here, there's this like weird phenomenon when you lights where you sneeze. And I am thinking I might have this. It would explain why every time I start streaming, not before the stream, I'm fine before the stream, but when I start streaming and I have the bright lights, boom, right in my eyes, I get a runny nose and start sneezing. Oh my gosh, I had no idea. So I found that absolutely hilarious. So, yep. In front of very bright lights and start streaming. Yeah, I had no idea that was a thing. So that's enlightening to me. On that note, one moment. Okay. Remember that as a kid? Or you remember it as a kid? Okay. Let me go over all of the stuff that I missed, because why am I even wearing the deck talk? It's not going to work. I should just take this off so I don't have to have my ears be pinched the whole day, because it's not going to make any sound. Okay. Case of Space, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 30 months. Crazy Boy, thank you for the 100 bits. Nakalak, thank you for the Prime sub and for 36 months there. RHK, thank you for the 100 bits. Jout76, thank you for the 36 months of tier 1 sub there. RHK, thank you for the 8 bits. Okay, so, a lot of us been reverse tinkering Atari 2600 game dev system for Apple II. Those things at GitLab? Wait, what? Been Atari 2600 game dev system for Apple II. So, like, an EEPROM programmer? Is it a debug kit? I'm not sure I understand what that would look like. It sounds interesting, though. Okay. So, You know what? I don't have YouTube chat up. I need YouTube chat. Drat, sorry. I have to figure out a solution for this. One moment. Hold on. I actually have to. Not optional. Sorry, one moment. The keyboard for the computer is over there because I need it for controlling stuff. But then the other things I need are over here. Okay, Studio. This is... I think I know what we're doing tomorrow. I think we're doing Python programming. So our first non-data general stream along, like my hands being tied. I can't not do it. I actually have to. All right. The cool thing is I only have to do the server side. The client side is going to stay the same. What's the kind of this keyboard? This is a Cherry point of sale keyboard. The Frob. It's a ROM simulator. Ooh, that does sound cool. All right. Jay, I see you. YouTube chat's not stealth anymore, although I did need to hide that. Okay, there's a pop-out chat. It's really, really awkward. Only good one time. I'm not even sure I can do it this way. Okay. There we go. Hold on. Make sure I can see both at once. Okay. That's going to be weird, but that'll work. Okay. Okay. Found a battery spot welder for 15. Even came with some nickel strip. That's hilarious. Alrighty. Okay, anything else? Oh, hey, check this out. This stuff. So this is a tripod for my phone. It's got a little click thing, and then the legs splay out even more, so it's even more stable. I also, you can laugh at me for this now, okay? Because if you know, you know. I bought the quick release things for my phone case to connect it to tripods and things like that. And you can laugh at me because these things are $20 each. It's insanely overpriced. But I could just go straight to click on done. And yeah, so why would I do all this? Well, let me show you why. Because I have a very, very good reason now. So I have been trying for some videos, and it's been an interesting thing. So if I just make this super duper bright so you can actually see it here. Yes, turn on bright. No, stupid phone. There we go. Okay, so phone, okay, sees things. I'm going to point it at the data general. You see how that looks? Oh, yay. It's not actually the license plate would be even better. Let me zoom in a lot. Point it at the license plates. There we go. Okay. So let me zoom in even more. Actually, point it at the 8086 one. All right, there we are. So nice color plate. Okay. Now check this out. Going to pro mode. Telephoto. How about we do super telephoto? Look at how dull and washed out the license plate is. Isn't that awesome? So there was a now secret, exclusive, you can't get it anymore, Android 15 update for my phone, and it added log video recording to the native app. And it's so good. So good. I'm super ridiculously excited. Yeah. All right. Crazy, thank you for the 100 bits, and not that frequently, because they need repaired. And Newfound Republic, hello! It's in Canada, our next hop is East Ireland. Keep bringing back memories really early in your career. Well, I hope you have fun with this. No, I'm not Richard Stallman. I am way too young for that. Unless you're asking RMS if they're here. I don't think I've seen them chat here, but couldn't really tell from this. This is, I know, yeah. Are we inadvertently on Sponge Wi-Fi? I don't know. I don't think so. I doubt it. Let's see. It says it's using wired connection. That's as good as it gets. I don't have to tell you. Move to Twitch, YouTube glitching out. I have no idea. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so the log recording on this is game-changing. Apparently, Samsung had to cancel the Android 15 rollout because people couldn't unlock their phones or whatever, so they had to stop that, and it's not working anymore. But, you know, I haven't had that problem yet, so I'm not concerned. So, is there anything else we should talk about? All right, let's talk about the fact that I'm going to have to make a change to the Micronova so that it'll work with this. So this is a paper tape reader and punch. Yeah, so S25 came pre-unlocked. Here, unlocked. Frostbite. I think they mean, like, unlocked. Like, you can use the phone. Being able to use it on different service providers. So, yeah, so this is a paper tape punch. I'm not sure how the person who gave it to me addressed. I will contact them more about that before I do a proper mail video. But I did pay to ship this because it's insane. Do I have a Chad bin? Right there. But this thing is ridiculous. I'm so excited. Almost better than this, though, are these. Because these boxes are reels of paper. And I didn't know this, but apparently this stuff's really hard to get. So I, of course, had none of this. And now we'll be able to make paper tapes out of the backups from the stuff on Novas Are Forever. So got tired of having to find hard sectored discs. Ah, actually, you know what's funny? I also bought some new hard sectored floppies. Oh, that's right. You know. Yes. Let's see, does log video in pro mode, but he uses DaVinci Resolve Cam app if I'm recording with it. So I can tell you, DaVinci camera app, the results are not better than log mode. I will guarantee you that. If you know how to color calibrate, there's no like LUT or anything to go from that. So yeah, are these 5 or 7-bit? I have no clue. Let's see, score about the tape. I didn't know. So that's 2 boxes that are mostly untouched, if not like completely untouched. There's post-it notes on these because the glue that keeps the leader on has failed on them because, you know, no one's making new paper tape. When paper tape is a better option than hard sector discs, you have a situation. Well, hard sector 8-inch floppies aren't exactly the easiest thing to find, and that's what this floppy drive takes. Now, I probably have more of them, hard sector discs, than anyone else on the planet because I have the 140 set, but they're all the original data discs from Machine, and I don't necessarily want to start wiping them all yet. So, yeah. 5 bits for the Baud teletypes, 8-inch wide tapes more common for computers. Yeah, I'm hoping it's 8. So, is paper tape same width as camera film? It's like 1 inch. So I have no idea. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, unfortunately, the other camera is way over there, so I can't easily show you this because in reality, we're gonna just start on after this. This uses a base, and I've loosened all the screws, so I can just do this. I need to look this over a little bit more before we use it, because when I got it, there was a lock nut and 2 washers floating around loose in the box, and I don't know where they went. And the actual tape mechanism, kind of loose, but I think that might just be the rubber isolators that have disintegrated over the to configure the baud rate on this. So We now have a problem because I set the baud rate for the terminal and the computer, which is down below, to 19,200 baud, so that I can do dumps from it much quicker. I have a feeling we're not going to get that speed at a paper tape. So I don't know what speeds we're going to have through this, but the way this thing works is we have computer and terminal, or terminal and computer. I don't remember which port's which. So we can put this in between the dasher and the computer, and then I think effectively this will make the dasher work like an ASR 33, where it has the paper tape punch reader thing built into the terminal, and we can just use it in line. So when I have been outputting data to like TTO in SimH and stuff, trying to test doing the dumps, that's exactly how this would work, I think. I need to do more reading. Yeah, 9600 is a Mac, pretty good. I would be happy with 9600. I have this sticker here, and it shows the default is 8 channel 300, I think. So 8 bits, that's good. But yeah, this doesn't actually cover baud rates. I'm up for 300 and 110. Yeah, I think that's what they are. So we're gonna have to look this thing up to figure it out. Streaming audio glitches stutter sometimes, 1 second, now all times, it's not happened. Last stream, okay, apparently, I'm just gonna stop and restart the remote part of the stream. So. Not fixes anything. Okay. let me catch up on chat here. It's really tiny and difficult to see now. Okay. Let's see. Probably paper test maxed out 1200 baud. I don't know, but we're gonna try and look for a manual. Okay, even though it worked perfectly, I don't think you can get that speed from paper tape. No, definitely not 19200. Let's see. So I guess paper tape reader punch is super fast, but also much bigger. I don't think you understand how big this is. This is pretty chunky, although the actual mechanism here is pretty small. This is the reader, by the way. You pop it down right there and it feeds it through. Okay, I remember using a 110 modem on your C64. 9600 is what your DG paper tape can do. All right, punching is probably 300. That makes sense. Missing chunks. Seems better now. Okay. Faster than punching. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. But if it's only 300 baud for punching, I might just want to leave it at that. So anyway, that's a project that we will be getting to. Don't know when, because apparently we're going to have to work on the Twitch API tomorrow. Today we're not doing that because I'm not ready. Also, I swear, it's like a dog was rubbing up against the back of this thing because it is just super dirty in that, like, it's been touched a bunch way. I don't know why. Maybe someone had this in like a machine shop or something and their hands were always dirty and they were reaching around to hit the power switch constantly. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that the serial port is through and I don't have to have this thing on to use the terminal, but I'm not sure. So, all right. I think that's it. So I kind of forgot where we were last weekend. So I think we successfully, Cisgened an operating system, and then looking into getting, that was it. So I want to figure out a way of maybe being able to send files over. We were looking for terminal applications. We found some, don't know if any will work. Yeah, so maybe the audio glitch just, it's not. Glitches are there even if it seems better. I don't know what to tell you. Let me go over to the other computer. I can possibly, I can see if it's a server. If it's a server, there is nothing I can do about it. All right, no drop frames on the server. I don't know what to tell you, man. Is today gonna be one of those days where we just give up because the stream doesn't work? I don't know. Okay. Trying to think about what I could. I can just. No, nothing to do. Oh, you're just seeing the window, whatever. No machine always needs to update. It's insane. It is the worst software for updates. I hate no machine updates. I need a camera for this. I hate no machine updates more than Firefox Snap updates. That's how bad it is. They have root access. Just update the program. I don't care. Just do it on the next time it reboots. Like, good grief. Okay. We really can't lower the bitrate. I never re-upped the bitrate after I lowered it last time. I really don't know what the problem is. Best I can give you is just disconnecting Wi-Fi. I don't think it's using it, but I'll just do that. The KDE graph is only showing 200 kilobits per second. That doesn't, oh, kibby bits, but still, that doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's a placebo if it seems better with Wi-Fi off right now. We're at 700 kilobits per second video quality, by the way. Yeah, for the 200 kibby bits. Or is that kibby bytes? Probably bytes. It was bytes. Okay, yeah, so that definitely makes sense because there's audio as well. I can't lower the bitrate. Any lower is just not even worth streaming. I'm serious. And it actually doesn't help. I would state this right now. If I upped it to 1.5, there would be no change. It would be just as laggy. I don't think there is any difference in the bitrate and the stability. I don't think it makes, I don't think it influences anything. It's possible to have bigger buffers, allow frame reset or whatever. No, SRT is just garbage. It's awful. It's all bad. It's just, this whole setup sucks. That's all there is to it. It's just bad. So, yeah. Lowers how we watch your stream for years. It gets worse with this video codec. I don't know, man. I don't want to deal with it. Reboot the server. Yeah, reboot it across room and out the door. Yeah, I'm not rebooting the server. That's not the problem. I guarantee it. I'm pretty sure I know what the problem is. And I can't control it. So. If you come over IP in the 1990s. So Newfoundland, if you don't know how, it's a really, really weird setup. So I am in a commercial rented office, which means that I can only get ultra expensive, like, business internet, okay? It's ridiculously overpriced for what you get. So instead, I use LTE data. Now, I want to dual stream because I stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So that would require twice as much bandwidth. So in order to not use as much bandwidth, what I do is I stream to my server at my house, which has not fiber, but regular broadband cable internet. From there, I restream it twice out to YouTube and Twitch as a simul stream, which means that we have the LTE instability, we have my home internet instability, which my home internet is actually worse than this internet is. We have the weirdness of the connection between the two. there are so many things that can be wrong when the stream has issues, which is why I always act so frustrated, because it's impossible to actually diagnose. The only thing I can realistically do is just stop and restart the stream at the office end. Anything else just doesn't work. So, or anything else isn't really practical. Only way I can tell the stream hasn't locked up since Shelby pauses to think. When Shelby pauses to think is look at his tapping figures. Yeah, I do that. Yeah. Can you put some tools to remote diagnose where the problem is? I hate networking, so no. that's the best answer I'm going to give you. I really, truly, genuinely loathe networking, so I want to learn as little about it as possible. Goldberg would be proud of your setup, yeah. All right, let's just go back to this and figure out some stuff to do today. We're just going to call it good enough. All right. Okay. Run the fiber clean house in your office. Yeah. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? Well, first off, I need to get YouTube chat over on the other computer. One moment here. Something more like video monitoring. Oh, if you just mean a remote desktop, I have remote desktop, but that still doesn't help. So I have to start and stop this remote desktop every single time. How's the power supply look? I didn't even notice it, so probably fine. Additionally, it's been powered recently, so it doesn't matter. Okay, one moment. It's also a lot newer than you might think. Give me a moment here. Pop out chat. There we go. Yeah, magic smoke president accounted for. Basically, yeah. Let me look for a date on one of the ICs. Maybe it's older than I thought. Okay, it's from early 1984. So that gives you an idea of the date. Okay, there's a thing that I remembered that I wanted to talk about. Because I have to talk about it. So one more deviation from our current plans. Which, you know, I totally definitely have plans and know what I'm going to do today. Definitely. I have a thing that I desperately want to work on that I haven't been able to work on because we've been doing data general stuff so much and it's eating me up inside. This is Sony Sobox 550. It is a Nixie tube calculator. That's not even the coolest thing about this. I'm not even going to tell you what the coolest thing about this is. But it doesn't work. I bought it. It was supposed to be working. But then it was shipped and now it's not working. And I did take it apart. The solder looks like garbage inside. So I'm guessing it has cracked solder joints after shipping. Yeah, you have one of these, Playful? Do you understand what you have then? But yeah, it is ridiculously cool. This is an absolute dream tier calculator for me. Literally, there are no other calculators that I want more than this. I would like a CRT one, and you got a reason for the display reason. The display is not the coolest part about this thing. The display is nowhere near the coolest part about this thing. But yeah, I really want to work on this, but the other reason, okay, yeah, if you got it for that reason, then you know. And for anyone who doesn't know what that reason is, until we get to work on it. But I will tell you, if there's something, actually, I'm screwed. So, yeah. 4004? I don't know what you mean by that. Mini refrigerator, yeah. Alrighty, now we can get back to work. I really want to work on that calculator so bad, you have no idea. CPU? No. Wrong. Not even close. Let me put it this way. It's from 1967. It does not. Stutter right when you said the most important part. I don't know what the most important part is, and I don't want to think about the stuttering because that's just going to make me frustrated. So, okay. Hold on. Okay, another thing. Sesh. Thank you. Lock nut washer reported my hold down for shipping should be something from the punch. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, so you caught up to the start. Okay, perfect. All right, yeah, so your hold down stuff, it all exploded in shipping, so I wasn't sure if this went in that or not, but it did. It looks like it survived. The only thing that is slightly weird is this piece is a little loose, the actual punch, but I think that's just because the rubber isolator mounts have all, you know, had 40 years happen to them. So I think that's the only thing. Said something and it was screwed. Talking about the calculator. Oh, if there are any parts inside the calculator that are bad, I'm screwed because I can't replace them. There are no IC. So anyway, Sesh, do you happen to know offhand what the maximum baud rate for this thing is? Because I need to go look up the manual because I'm realizing that it's gonna be the slowest thing in the setup, I think. But yeah, I'm going to go back over to here and hope that the more static screen causes less stutter. All right, programmer, I am sorry about the stuttering, but there is literally nothing I can do about it. Okay. And Crazy Boy, thank you for the 100 bits. And no. Oh, I left my coffee over there. One moment, I'll be right back. I changed out the Brio webcam, actually. That's what's over here now is the Brio, so the video should hopefully look slightly better. So. Okay. I'm out of coffee. Built to get the second serial card working for the punch. We do need to test the second serial card. You guys just want to do that today? It's Cisgen. Try to get the second serial card working? Because I'm kind of leaning towards that. Oh, let me look up the punch first. Okay. I can't easily read the model number off of it. I wanted to see if I can find a manual. DSI. Oh, the baud rate is 300 or 110. It says it right on the sticker on the back. Oh, man. That's rough. That's so bad. Man. All right, hold on. Let me get the model number. Oh, that's rough. Okay, yeah, we might want the second serial port working. That's kind of slow. Huh. Okay, it is a DSI LRP 300. Can't change the laws of physics, Captain. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to find any kinds of manuals for this. Nope. It's not looking like it. Oh, there's supposed to be a little cover on that. I did not know that. Okay. That's not bad. It's 2x and ASR33. Well, that's something. Yeah, I throw in weird model numbers, get weird results. I'm not. Video games feature. Oh, wait. Bit Savers to the rescue. No. No, it's just 2 photos. I am laughing because I think Bit Savers may have just saved a photo of a listing where it was for sale, and I laugh because I do when weird things show up on eBay that I've been after for a while and they're listed for way too much money. I do save them. All right, but yeah, no manual there. I don't see any issue over there. Okay. Yeah, it looks like ISO maintenance manual. DSI. Now known as Zebra? Really? Zebra, huh? That's interesting. So the user's manual. Ooh. Try similar DSI's older punch model. No. Yeah, we got a photo and an ad. Yeah, it looks like there is not going to be anything. That's fine. I mean, it's not optimal, but that'll be fine. Dr. Doobie, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 8 months. I appreciate that. Never did find much for it on the internet. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be super common. So the sticker for the jumpers fell off inside, but I will keep it with it. I will probably scan it or something. So do some look and see what parts are needed for the Micronova paper tape interface card, as that will be up to 600 characters per second. Parallel. Well, it's RS-232 interfaces on the punch, so just the serial card would be the best option. Excuse me. All right. Floppy disks. Used with a Hewlett-Packard system. Okay. So this, I'm guessing, is that New South Wales? Yeah. Okay, so it's an Australian museum, computer museum maybe? But these places generally don't have these things scanned and available. This is just a catalog reference. Wait a minute. What? Hold on here. This is your sticker. That's exactly the rear sticker. Well, not, yeah, not exactly, but it's effectively the rear sticker. Okay. Okay. Why do they only look like the right pages? All right, hold on. Carriage return delay. This control is located on the rear side of the unit. Figure should be disregarded if the LRP300 is connected to a printer with data buffer. A deck writer, for example. Oh, man. Okay, one moment. Tangent time. eBay. I did not buy this because it went for too much money. Page numbers are incrementing correctly. Weird. I wonder if they're like one set. Dude, I was so tempted to get this. I didn't know this was a thing. So this is a Deck Writer 4. So I'll give you the information that I had, Matrox. There are 2 versions of this. One of them is effectively just a typewriter, and I think that's what this was. The other one, which I don't remember what the like minor revision model number, has more buttons on the left side here, and that one works as a proper terminal. So this one I did not see the web page responding correctly. Anyway, I didn't see the like ports and stuff on there. So I didn't think that that one was the actual terminal writer. As is allowed to code University went to Deck Writer 3. That's awesome. I'd really like one. Okay, it is 10 milliseconds, 1 second. Okay, that does look like it's correct. Bits. 8. Cool. So it's 8 data bits. Perfect. All right. Well, I'm just gonna email myself this page here real quick. And I'm gonna convert that into a real manual later. When there's a Deck Writer 3. Also, so this is known as a different manual for what it was. All right. It might be a zebra something or another. So Sesh, the packing method you used, I had not encountered before. That was really cool. Basically the metal hook straps thing. I'm guessing that's more common in international and industrial shipping, but that was really cool. I liked that. So since it's on a museum site and I'm gonna have stuff to make it, so that feels a little weird to do. But yeah, okay, so we will have that. All right, but yeah, probably. Oh wait, let me bring this back. Baud rate. What did that look like? Just to double check. 1200 baud reader. Option K. Reader. So are all readers 1200 baud or? Okay, model identification. Okay, serial number plate, which is attached to the rear side. There are 2 main groups projects, LRP 300, reader punch, and the LP punch only suffix letters denote VT, for example. Combo current loop interface. Ugh, don't want that. Let's see, there's LRP 300 maintenance manual. Literally have to create Olmatech laser game. That makes sense. All right. Okay, so let's see. Before making any power line connection, I did turn it on and it did, like, wiggle or whatever. I didn't try running paper through it yet. You basically get one shot when you're writing the paper, and I didn't want to just run it through without having an actual plan. And I didn't have a serial adapter at home. So, all right, online ASR terminal, yeah, modem, CPU, paper punch, and then terminal, yep, local tape preparation, yep. CPU peripheral, all those look good. Signal interface, okay, yada yada yada. Data from printer, lead to EIA serial input, unit, okay. Data to printer, clear to send, data set ready. Yeah, we might actually need data ready, and that might be important for a serial. Tomorrow. The tape on its own. I wasn't paying attention. That is cool. Okay, come on. Where's more information here? Setting up the character turn to like K. Don't want that. Option K. Factory installable option allows the user to prepare tapes in conjunction with 300 baud printing terminal and then transmit data out at 1200 baud to local CPU remote timeshare computer. Operation may also be enhanced by interfacing the unit to a CRT and transmitting to the CRT at 1200 on only 300 baud punch after information has been edited on the tube. This enhanced operates as follows. When the baud rate switch is in the low position, both reader and punch operate at 300, and the system is responsive to all remote control signals. When it is set for high, the punch will not respond to any data sent to the combo. However, the reader will start when the unit detects a 1200 baud and 1200 baud DC1 and stop and receives 1200 baud DC3 from the modem port. Terminal port, reader, in addition, reader. Okay, interesting. Okay, hold on. So does this have like a high-low speed button? It does. So this might have a 1200 baud option for reading. That's something. Okay, Venus, reader and punch. Okay, well that's cool. Let's see, flow control is needed for the reader as far as I know. It'll take the leader and stop at the first byte, then the computer says when to go. So, yeah, so the serial port for the dasher, like on the dasher, literally only has DSR as flow control. So I'm gonna have to get a little fancier and actually wire up some proper stuff. Yeah. It's cool to have this, so yeah, I'll definitely be reading through that more. All right. Let's Cisgen with the second serial port and see what happens. Oh, there's a thing we need to do first. Let me turn on the computer and the terminal and video capture. And might as well do it on drive too. Ah, we need to check byte 27. Warning, port not configured ever. Ah, jeez, stupid. One moment. Ruh-roh. What does that go to? And it goes to Dasher DT1. Where? Great. Can't Cisgen if the computer's off? Yeah, but I have to reset the stupid serial matrix switcher thing again. Okay, so let me explain some things. This is coming live from this. So this is a Data General Dasher terminal. It has composite video out. It is connected to a Data General Micronova computer there, but it's connected through a serial cross-point switch. And now I think I can do... Not configured for port access, no supervisor must be fine. All right, well, why did this finally work? This did not, the remote access lockout didn't function last time. What gives? All right, let's just do this. Oh, it didn't, it's like it saved the data. Anyway, so this is gone. This is a panel that controls the serial switcher. So I need to connect the Dasher to the Micronova. So I'm just going to run C37. They are now connected to each other. So now if I go back to the dasher and I hit character T, or bash, whatever you want to think, or is it bang? I don't remember, whatever, but it's working. So what I need to look at is I was looking at some footage and noticed it's fine. Ben, I don't know if you're here, but we have no concerns, it seems like. So let me bring this up. Let's see where general. I'm editing the video about the dasher and was not right. So I was a little concerned I might have had a dead bit in the RAM. Keep in mind the RAM is accessed, so that is totally possible. But yeah, so it says 6.7 there on 27. But if we go look at the real thing here, we can see 20 responded just fine. So yeah. Anyway, I asked about, or was more concerned about that when I brought it up. So yeah, it's all good. All right. Let's just, for giggles though, actually set 27 here, just to make sure. So let's go 1010, enter, 27, read, looks good, 01, not a 2. No! Okay, hold on. 27. That's interesting. 10101. I'm gonna set bit 0 there, right? No. 27. There we go. Okay. This is not binary though, so that's not really that helpful, but that's a pretty good indication that it's fine. So, I'm okay with that. I don't think 27 is bad. All right. With that done, 33L. We're gonna go ahead and just boot the existing floppy, and then we will Cisgen a new one after. File name. No file name needed. Beep. All right. It seems like you have a paper tape punch reader kind of doodad thing. Am I correct in assuming that there are control characters to the punch terminal connection that basically say to the terminal punch thing, stop showing it on the terminal, send this data to the punch until you receive this character again, and then it resumes sending data back to the terminal? Or maybe anyone knows this and just don't mention they actually had this hardware. I don't know, it's 33. But I'm guessing there are control characters that basically say, send this to the punch versus send this to the terminal. I know there were control characters like that for machines. Actually, like this one, there is a print card option that you could get for this that could possibly work with paper tape punch, but I don't know. But that's my guess, especially since the manual said something about a DC1 and DC3 commands. So you get this big metal beige box like you see in school. So I have those here, but that's not what it needs. There is a pass-through serial port. So there's an input and an output on the back. So. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Boom. Okay. Hope tomorrow's stream is better. No more stutter. Lives. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It is very frustrating. All right. I was about to run LS. It is not lost to list. I just want to revel in how fast this is again. Oh, it's so good. That's so good. Okay. What is the other disk? Dir DP1 list. It's empty. That means it's perfectly ready to be cisgened. Okay. Let's do that. Let's cisgen that, and we're going to tell it we have a second serial card. Okay. Why is this so quick now? So, Philip, what we did is we were able to use a proper starter disk. So I finally figured out how to make one for the machine, and we were able to set it up with the correct buffers and subdirectories and RAM stuff that let allocate the memory in a way where it can actually use it for storing information. The starter disk that we have been running, where we type in has a minimum operating system configuration. They trying to use like 2K of RAM or something because it has to be able to run on every single micronova. So this one knows that it has 32K of RAM now. It can actually utilize that. I guess I don't have to do the tape manual now. I'm curious what the OCU did it. That's actually pretty good. All right, that's acceptable. I was going to modify the images a little bit, but that's probably fine and just save myself. I'm going to guess you posted that to Discord? How did you upload that to... Or did you not put it on, like... Here, I'm just doing this. I'm just being lazy. I'm posting it unless it's in the live channel. Oh, it's in the live channel. That works. Okay, cool. Thank you, Hallicroft. Saw some great comparison in cache speeds. Yeah, it's insane. So, okay. Well, this application node, Nova device codes, terminals, and paper tape is different, but that goes to different cards which you don't have. So, out of the serial port, which will punch, tape, and display on the dash will be hooking up to second serial port. No. Dumping use device code. Need to remember it's not paper tape, but it's like a serial port. So, Jeff, this paper tape punch has a pass-through serial connection. Is how an ASR33 works. I think it emulates an ASR33 essentially. So it goes in between the dasher and the micronova, and I want to keep it that way if I can. 300 baud is going to suck, but I would prefer to keep it because that'll let me use the second serial port for other things. I guess it makes general has their own weird special snowflake commands that's frustrating. But hopefully there's an ASR33 compatibility kind of thing. So upload your version archive.org. Okay, too. Stop fighting. Would be ASR33, so DG will have it. We'll just see it as a teletype. Okay. As long as it has, like, some kind of compatibility with that, I think it'll be fine. So, but I don't know. We'll find out. All right. Let's do... No, I always want to do release DP0 space bar DP0. Boom. Okay. Hallicroft, I don't pay for Discord. My limit is like 8 megabytes or something. All right. Does anyone remember how to do this? Hold on, I should label this. See if there's 33s go to DG terminal until dashers. Okay. You don't pay for Discord? How do you get 500 megs? Is that for a boosted server or something? I don't think my server is boosted. I don't really want it boosted. I don't see the point. Use a 10-10 emoji. Okay. All right. So, boot. Oh my gosh, I can't spell for nothing. Boot 32K. Just go with that. TT Discord has 2 boosts. Okay. You got gifted it. Okay. I'm really annoyed that I forgot the other floppy disks that I work with. So, I have some brand new hard sector 8-inch discs that I got, literally brand new. I unsealed the package. I recorded it just because I'm a weirdo and I don't know what'll show up on video or not. And they're actually for a AES lanyard, but I don't know what machine. So they came pre-formatted, but I have no idea what they are pre-formatted for. So I'm gonna flux image the discs and put them on archive.org, even though they're just brand new blank floppies, but because they're pre-formatted, it means that they are probably impossible to format. I mean, I don't know. If they are, then it definitely needs to be imaged because CPM is awful. Ben's here, so I can say that. Or Ben's not here, so I can say that. But CPM is the worst. Very likely CPM. Yeah, it makes sense, but CPM is terrible for that. Here, let me demonstrate why. Source ever, don't blame it. Really bad. It's really bad. You'll see why in a second. One, that's the thing. Here is what the CPM tools program has to do for disk defs for all of the different CPM machines. They may as well not even have like a disk standard. Matter of fact, they're realistic. You can't say, oh, it's CPM. Blue Raspberry disappears again. Yeah, you know this problem though, Ben. You would agree with this one. So yeah, even though it may say it's for you might say it's for CPM, that's basically meaningless. So, magnetic, yeah. Living hidden, not as much as the NPM and trying to net boot research machines using, yeah, that sounds complicated. Has a file system, not a disk format. Yeah, exactly. The disk format is what's important and why I need to image the disks even though they're blank. I am pretty sure they're pre-formatted, but I don't know for certain. But I'm still gonna image them. All right. Just out of curiosity, disk, we should have like 60 some, was it 70 some sectors free? That's probably good enough. All right. Now we have to type in the ridiculously complicated Cisgen command again. Yay, Cisgen, woo. Okay. I will never get tired of making the, oh my gosh, how my brain is completing or failing to Mr. Bill. Good grief. I'll never get tired of making Mr. Bill references. Okay. How to generate your DOS system. Okay. Spaceberry, so the production company that designed the hardware for the television show Severance used these Data General Dasher terminals as a base and modified them for the show. This is an original, and it is used for a Data General computer. Okay. Research team CPM is complicated. There's two, one single-sided, single density, and the other is double-sided, double density, but it's also quad density. So I'm not sure that's that unique, Jout, because when I was imaging my discs that I got with the IMSI and CompuPro, I think I ran across like 5 different disk formats. So I don't know. It's ridiculous, even on like normal systems. Oh my gosh, this manual's awful. It's so complicated. Okay, it's not awful. It's just, this is a very dumb, long process. Okay. It's like a developer distracted me by knowing. Okay, so we need to run dir dp1 first, so that it knows that disk is there and ready. Ben isn't here, so I can say that. Oh, so you missed I was saying, Ben, that CPM sucks, but it sucks because there's too many disk formats. That's what the problem is. None of the S100 machines seem to share disks. Yes. Data order bit 8-inch, 5 1/4 floppies. Yeah. So you have stacks for each. Exactly. That's the problem. Every single machine is different. That's why CPM is terrible for floppies. Okay. So that works. Now we need dir dp0. And then we run the complicated Cisgen command. Okay. So Cisgen. The spacebar actually has to actually work for this. SV/S. Wait. Sys dot SV/S space SG/V space LM-L. That's pretty bad. I'm starting to remember the command. I don't want to remember this command. The cat wandering your office photobombing from time to time. If I could, I would. But I don't think I can keep a cat in an office. And a cat is not really going to enjoy commuting that much. Okay, is this it? Yeah, I think that's it. All right, here we go. Whee! So, Chloe, are you saying it used CFD, compact floppy disks? That I'm genuinely curious. Okay, Amstrad. Yep, that makes sense. So you say who else, but the CFD had a good run before Amstrad bought them out. So it could have been it. There's an AmDisk 3 that I desperately want. That is a floppy solution that has CFDs. Here we go. I'm bringing up the answers. I already gave it because I don't want to think. Thinking's hard, yo. Okay. I don't know. I didn't say I wanted an Amstrad. I said disk. It's from Amdek. All right. Actually trained on an 8.5 single floppy. I do not know what that drive would be. Or do you mean you used an IBM 5100? Like a data master? Because that would be crazy. Yeah, second serial card option. Yeah, we're going to look at that. It's kind of weird. So, I want to do this. Let me go back and look at what Ben was trying to recommend here. Ben had opinions on the best way to potentially do the serial stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this as Ben was suggesting here, so I'm just gonna copy paste this onto this. So let me really quick go over what we're gonna do here on this side. So technically what I'm doing is I'm going through a manual that describes how to run this software, what the questions are, what the answers mean. We have a cheat sheet because I've already done this on this machine, so I know what all of my answers are. Where it gets different this time around is down here for the serial stuff. So I need to set up the second serial card that I have in this machine, and I'm not exactly sure how I want to do that because I don't want it to be a second terminal point, but I do want it to function. So I'm not exactly sure how we want to do that. And it gets weird because there's, so second TTY means a terminal or teletype. System console, okay, reply, you cannot be included. You can include interface and multiplexer if you don't specify it later in Cisgen. Yeah, so what Ben was thinking after looking through the manual is to set up the second serial port as just a serial port. We do tell it that we have a QTY, and then we tell it 1, and then provide the device code. We'll have to read those off the strap jumpers to the second board. Uh-oh. That's complicated. Hold on, QTY. Enter device codes octal for each line. Ruh-roh. Oh, I forgot to add the DP1, didn't I? It's not for hard disks, I just forgot a part. Yeah, you're supposed to run this. Toby, good catch. But now I gotta abort this and retype the command. So it's Control A to abort. We're gonna double check it didn't wreck the disk space, because it gets weird. Disk should be 68. Let's make sure it still is. Why is it only 37? List. 1. Hold on. 01, 01, 88, A. We mean invalid date. List. 1, 01, 01, 88, A. Okay, those are the files we need to delete. Actually, can I do delete and then the address thing? That'd be kind of interesting. Phone's over here beeping. What do you want, phone? One of them telling me something stupid. I don't care about them until the 24th right now. By the way, no stream on the 24th. There wasn't going to be anyway, but there's like double not going to be now. All right. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, this. Actually, let's just look for the delete command. Can we do delete after? This is the manual. Oh yeah, Debug, I don't know if you're still here. You asked about what camera am I using. This is the Logitech Brio. Data cap exploded on the 24th? No, but the Japanese economy does. Come on, where's delete? Delete. Delete. Give me delete. Logitech Burrito. Logitech Brio 4K. It's just a webcam. DZ, I want to know what webcam I'm using. I presume this webcam looks better. I will say I cheated. if I turn off my phone here, I now have a light up above the webcam, so you can see the reflection of it there. And I actually set the brightness and contrast. So, fair, that's the day after the American economy? No kidding. For the idea of burrito, yeah. Flying out to Japan to buy a Switch 2, that almost would have been cheaper. Okay, found the delete command, yay, okay. Delete files after this, created this date or after, perfect. Okay, so we can just run delete and then that same date thing. All right. Oh my gosh. There. Is the Switch 2 region locked? I mean, yeah, I think it is, which is weird because I'm pretty sure the first one isn't. So, out of the, what do you mean exporting all your stuff out of the US? Are you buying stuff here? That might be complicated. So when I was at LTX in 2019, man, that got in under the wire for the world. But I brought a bunch of hardware there, and I very explicitly could not sell any of it, which was really weird. Because I was there on like some kind of expo visa or whatever, and I absolutely screwed on taxes or something, tariffs or I don't know, whatever, if I'd done that. And it was just interesting because there were so many people who wanted to buy things I brought as if I did that as a vendor. Like, oh, here's all this old computer stuff, I want to sell it. No. Why did that not work? Wish there was a recall command. But yeah, that was just kind of weird. It's like it was absolutely not allowed anything there. So I could see your situation being weird, yeah. It's also at a friend's house because eBay sellers wouldn't ship to the UK. Yeah. Well, I do wish you luck. Dude, why did the delete command not work? I literally looked it up. It said it should have worked. Fine, we'll just delete them one at a time. CLI.cm. Really, I just need sys.sg. Do them all. CLI.cm sys 123.rb sysgen, not sysgen, sysgen dot cm com dot cm. We could avoid deleting that one, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Sys.sg and go. No DOS key, yeah, no expecting. I'm expecting custom charges, yeah. All right, disk. $47. What? Fine. List. What files? Oh, man. Stupid. Dude, all of those files have to be there. What gives? How is it different now? Refluxing might be faster. I might have to. Try list A. Is that going to list them by modification date? Oh, it's listing fancy stuff. Okay. CLI.ol. Pretty sure I had to put that on there. Is a soft error correction in action? It is enabled? No, it's not enabled because this is the starter disk. Yeah, still don't see what would cause so much more space to be taken up. Unless it's the... No, I don't think it's the RDLROL. List A. It's bright! Whew, oh, I couldn't reach mute in time. Blah! What's with the 0-byte files? I think they are virtual files that represent terminals. Map.dir. I don't think that's actually helpful. Okay, I guess. I give up. I give up. We got a reimage. Which means I got to turn on the Floppy and not have to do that. Oh, man, if I reimage, what time is it? All right, change of plans. We're not doing this anymore. I might as well actually turn off the computers. Okay. So, we're going to do something different. We're gonna clone Grease Weasel. Actually, let me go through the commit history a little bit here. Emit master tracks that are hard set HFE. Interesting. Okay. So hold on. Commits. Add read roll to F format. Okay. So I was told this was added. Perfect. So I don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll see how this goes. So data general support is officially in Grease Weasel now. I don't think my issue is marked as closed. No, so I will have to bring that back in here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to decode some flux using this and see how format definitions for Kpro. Interesting. I wish I could communicate better with Kirf. Because I actually have a discussion thread here because I wanted to know, like, what's the best way to contribute, like, disk defs. And I mean, the Kpro disk, but like we were just talking about, that's just one of a bajillion different CPM disk defs. In a way, it is unique to the Kpro, but you can't say that this is just Kpro format because Kpro 2 and Kpro 4 are different. And then there's actually two Kpro 4s that are different from each other, so it's all just awful. So I don't know. Anyway, let's do this. Not that. I don't know if I'm going to have to purge like the current version of Grease Weasel or what. Because technically I'm installed from Peter's version of this right now. Pass force. Force. I also don't know if this version will include grease weasel stuff. Okay, they're now globally available. Okay, GW. All right. Read. Help. I think this lists all the formats. Okay. I do not see data general. Okay, so how's that gonna work? Goes Commodore to DEC. So the command is already latest on the repo. I don't know how this works to like get even more latest. Unless there's something wonky with it and it's not properly doing it. Where's this stuff get put? Local share new. It's not pip X, I don't think. Is it this? Data. Okay, maybe it is. Yeah, data general's not there. How can I see a version? Info. (122). The last version bump was March 10th. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that downloads latest release version not head. Yeah, I was just kind of coming to that point as well. So that's from here, I'm guessing. So I need the funky command to install directly from Git. I don't remember, did you tell me how to do that on Discord for yours? Because I know I did do it at some point. I just don't remember how. Oh, that's it? Wait, do I just remove the... Do I just remove latest? Is that it? Need a specific branch? Well, I don't know. It did something. It looks like that might be it. So read help. Data general. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. So it's still not in HXC, so we can't view flux there, but that'll probably work. Okay. So let's go back to the SimH stuff, and we have the flux starter 74 free. Okay, so this is our flux that we read. This is the backed up disk. So we should, in theory, be able to do GW convert. Track 00.0.raw. But we're going to use format data general data general underscore 2f. I think it was underscore 2f, right? Oh, it's data general dot 2f. Oh, just no other thing. Okay. To starter dot img. Eight out of 8 sectors. Ooh, okay. It's looking good. Let's open this with mhex. Oh, that's looking real good. Okay. Let me go grab the SSD that has all of the, no, we have them on the here, that's right, because the SSD was slow. We have them on NVMe. Hold on, let's do this on the data that we have here. So I think, let's just look, convert. Yeah, so this one did not work well. Let's compare this. Oh, yes! Okay, so this one's gonna work well. Okay, good. Whew! Awesome. All right. Well, let's write a floppy with the grease weasel. Okay, so floppy smh. So we have starter.img. I don't remember if this one's got the files free or whatever. Starter 74 free. We're just gonna we'll write the img just for giggles. So hold on, let me go back over to the thing. Release dp0. That way I don't have to reboot the whole thing because I don't have to stand if I do it this way. Okay. Yoink. So starter goes in the drive. The drive, I now have to turn the drive on. I really need to put this on a power switch so I don't have to lean over. Okay. In theory, we can now do GW write format data general 2f drive B, and we tell it starter. That should work. Hard sectors. That should work. Oh, that's ignoring unexpected sector. Fail to verify. Well then. No, the 32 sectors is right. That's what it always reports. If we wrote the flux, that's what it would look like. Just trying to make sure there's nothing I messed up, but I don't think there is. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this. Dot. Copy this. Right dot log. Yeah, I really, really doubt it is the floppy, but because I'm just gonna write the flux after this and it'll work fine. There's gonna be something up with the format. Ignoring unexpected sector. I mean, I could try demagnetizing the disk. Where dolphin features like dolphin should be more discoverable. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things where it is, you just accidentally do it someday. All right, that's demagged. What is that? A micro cable. I'm taking that home. Okay. All right, let's try this with a defluxed disk. No. Ignoring unexpected sector. Okay. The decode is great. I'm still working purely with flux images right now. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. It's getting to the point where your decoding data is massive, but this is being a friend at the moment. I'm just uploading this to my Nextcloud server because I'm going to update my issue now that I've tested that. So, all right, let's write the flux. Oh, that's interesting. Adding the format causes it to fail. Watch, something is wrong with the drive now. Nope, that's working. Okay, cool. Getting the decode working is massive, though, so still very, very helpful, no matter what. It's a format two-way. I think all Grease Weasel formats are. But I did not specifically look if they had add read-write support. So yes, it should be. All right, that disk will now work. We know for a fact we don't have enough time to run the Cisgen now, though, so we're just going to check to make sure that there's enough space on it. 33L. I think we clocked it at 12 minutes. I'm not starting it and then not being able to test when tomorrow we have to do Python dev. So, if it boots, that's all we really need. No stream Sunday. Oh yeah, I don't know if I made that clear. Probably should have put that in the title or something. There will be no stream this Sunday. Yay, Python dev, yay, yeah. Or let me say that correctly. Yay, Python dev, yay! Okay, disk and 74. Boom. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, I can't stream Sunday even if I wanted to. So, which I mean, I do want to, because I'm only doing data general stuff on stream currently. So, okay. Well, we're kind of at an impasse now. No, there won't. No streams. I'm keeping to the weekend schedules. Chat's looking different today. Yeah, because the API that I use for Twitch to access the chat was killed. So, it no working no more. So tomorrow we have to recode my Twitch API stuff to work with that. So, yep. All right. What else can we look at? You know, one thing I do want to do at some point, obviously not today. I would like to indent every single cell of memory, which is going to take forever. So, yeah. That's gonna suck. But I think it would be worth it just to know that all of the memory is good. So, to work until they kill it again. Yeah, if they kill it one more time, I'm writing my own API that is just web scraping. Because I'm gonna be done with it. So, does the IRC API work? Maybe I should just switch to that. Twitch IRC API. Yeah, so if I just used that, it would still work. So I think we have to switch to the event sub. So, can we remove the battery from the serial port switcher? I mean, in theory, yes. In practice, not right now. IRC works only for basic chat, not subs and stuff. Sometimes that stuff gets put in chat, so I didn't know if maybe there'd be messages for it. So yeah, we are currently using pub sub. We have to switch to event sub. So let's see, Twitch, Python, or API, or Python API. Let's just look at what we're gonna have to do tomorrow. So I think I'm using this Twitch API pub sub. Let's just look at my code real quick. Get a feel for what nightmare. Wrong thing on screen. All right, fair. So, stream integration, stream, and API Twitch. Okay, so we're using Twitch API, and we are using pub sub. So we're going to have to switch from this to this, which they don't have like a good demo of. WebSocket, single user, server, multi-user, 2 different types of transports used for different applications. App authentication or user authentication. Huh. I don't know which one I want. WebSocket's targeted programs which have to subscribe to topics for multiple broadcasters. No, probably not this. So you only need to target a single broadcaster or building client-side project like a WebSocket. Okay. Let's see. During installing event sub client, you can use listen prefix functions. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Async. Yeah, we already have async stuff, I think. Yeah, connects. So that'll be fine. Okay. Ooh, get the currently logged in user. Wait, first get user. Weird. Okay. app ID, app secret. Is that going to be the same as what I currently have? Yeah, since I think we're using the exact same authentication, anything related to that. So, app ID, app secret. We probably do something like that around here somewhere. Connect, await Twitch, perfect. Okay, so that's what we do. All right, yeah, so just the other stuff basically is going to change. Wait, did we set scopes? Target scopes, user authentication, storage helper, Twitch, target scopes. Oh, there it is, okay. Yeah. Oh, I just realized I've been totally missing any subs. Okay, I think I got them all. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to need bits, subs, point redeems, and chat. Chat and bits might end up being the same thing. See how that goes. Stub Texas. I didn't mean I needed it right now, but thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 100 bits. So that's a lot of auto mod stuff. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. Oh, it's a shame that, you know, my web page isn't wide enough for them to have all of this. I'm so glad that they have the prefix on every single one of these so that I can't see anything. Swarm10 thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 2 months. Insisting I share that I'm here for 2 months. Well, I appreciate it. All right. We get hype train and goal stuff. That is there. Wait, is chat here? Sure. Chat. Okay. Any user sends a message in chat room requires user read chat scope. We can change the scopes. Let's see. Where were the scopes defined? Bits read. Chat read, user read chat. Oh, that's different. User ID. And then I'm going to guess there's some kind of, yeah, channel message. A blob. Why is the other one dark and this one's white? Come on. All right, message, callback, secret. Where's the message? Channel chat message payload. Okay. You sure this is better? Why do I need a whole book's worth of metadata just for hi? Like, come on. This is why data centers use more power than whole countries. So ridiculous. All right. Well, we'll look at that tomorrow. Ugh. For now, stream is pretty much over. Vorpal Sword, your sarcastic thing with a non-sarcastic thing. My one application running in Python, saving man hours by not having to rewrite all of the other modules, is going to save resources and time for me not having to learn how to do all that stuff, as opposed to their server, which is sending millions, billions of those messages out all the time, and wasting those kinds of resources. So, no, I disagree. Anyway, all right. How late is in Arizona right now? It's only 2, but I, like, have stuff I do during the day. So, yeah. I stream at a weird time. I try to stream at a time that makes it possible to watch in the US and catch it right before you go to bed in Europe, so that I can have the majority of my audience actually be able to watch the streams. So it means that I stream at a very strange time for people to watch. So, all right. Rewriting flux images that you corrupted. All right. But okay. That is going to be the stream. So let me bring up my server connection. Even worse with summertime, I'm not sure. Oh, for European viewers? I don't know what you all do with your stupid time zone changes. Event subscriptions that were released as public beta will be available for 30 days. After generally available version of the beta subscriptions will be updated to the new version, blah, 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 during this time frame. Any active beta subscriptions beyond 30 days will be automatically deleted. I have no idea what you mean. I'm not sure I'm understanding how that relates. 11 p.m. in Germany. Ah. What time is it there? Just before 2 p.m. You can also just look up Arizona time. Okay. Yep, that is gonna be it here. So right around midnight. Yeah, it's rough for the end of the stream, I know. But that's as good as I can do to make it like practical all around. So, all right, it is time to run the outro though. Well, thank you all for being here. We did not accomplish a lot today at all. It's kind of a waste of a day, actually. So I don't know when we're going to get to the paper tape punch reader. I do want to get the second serial port card or port working. Yeah, we might hook it up to that. I don't know. I would like to use this pass through with the terminal, but I think I should get it set up standalone first, just to rule out weird issues, just in case the ASR commands or whatever for starting and stopping data don't work correctly. So probably be best to just get that going. So, yeah. But, the old chats, last messages, in fact, end of line, yeah. Yep. So, all right. Thank you all for being here. If you enjoyed the stream, you may want to follow to be notified when I go live again next. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon or get a shirt like this one. But that will be it for now, and I will see you all next time. Almost nailed the burger. There we go. Poot, yes, I have everything to make paper tape data stuff. Yeah. I have a lot of tape poop, but I don't think that'll be an issue.